Welcome back to the Beer Brackets Pub, everybody. This is a big one. We've got a Hofbräu beer here that we have never tried, we've never reviewed. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, please, because in all our past episodes, people butchered us in the comments for how we pronounced it. We say Hofbräu, that's how it's spelled in English, pronounce it that way, but I think the correct pronunciation is like boy, like Hofbräu.
German pronunciation, Hofbräu beer.
I'll try and say it like that for the remainder of this review. The Doppelbock Delicator, the Munich specialty, a mystery beer, my friend.
That's right. We were just discussing before starting to film here that it was very difficult to find information about it on the website. And even
Zero
just
info.
like, I normally, you know how I like to always read about on behind the label, around on the cap, anywhere. There's not much.
Under the cap.
There's not much about this mysterious beer that we're about to taste.
Nothing at all. Well, you know what? Even better. It's a mystery Doppelbock. I love a good mystery Doppelbock. We picked this up at a Total Wine in Florida on a recent trip when I was down there visiting Alessandro. We got 2 singles of this ready to review, add to our Hofbräu bookshelf. The last Doppelbock we did review was the Celebrator, which got the perfect beer rating. Will it achieve such a score? We will see. But if you're curious to learn more about Doppelbocks, we have actually some really good episodes that have been filmed in the past. The Salvatore, Paul Anner Salvatore, the original Doppelbock. You have to go back. It's essential Beer Brackets viewing. Basically.
That is probably one of the most fun episodes.
Yeah. So let's see what the Hofbräu Delicator Doppelbock has to offer and how it's going to do in a Beer Brackets beer review. Let's do it.
Let's do it, my friend. Let's do it.
I wonder if this is going to live up to... Oh...
Ooh.
You smell that beauty?
We haven't had box in a while.
That smell
smell
of
it.
caramel. Oh, that is strong. Oh, great.
All right.
Let's do it, man. Let's pour this out. Oh, it's heavy.
Look at that. Like, it's almost like... Oh.
When it hit the glass, my hand, like, it forced the glass down. It feels like it weighs a couple of pounds.
It has intense gravity.
It does, right?
Really.
This is a heavy beer. Oh my God. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one. Holy shit. That is strong.
It's heavy, man. It's really heavy.
This is half a bottle. Half a regular volume bottle. And it's like, I feel like I'm doing exercises by lifting this.
It's not for the faint of heart. Like, and it's heavy lifting beer.
It's a heavy lifting beer, that's for sure. Going back again to the Paul Anner Salvatore episode, Doppelbocks were originally brewed as a meal replacement. So I don't know how many loaves of bread they stuffed into these Doppelbocks. I hope it came across on the camera, because when I poured it out and the beer hit the glass, it literally went boonk, and it pushed the glass down in my hand. Like, I felt the weight. All right, Aroma cheers, buddy.
Aroma cheers, my friend.
What do you think?
It has like a very deep, rich, malty aroma.
To say the least.
I cannot detect any hop presence.
No. No, the hops are in there just to say that they're in there. I don't think they actually provide anything to the beer.
Definitely not on the aroma. Like, I mean, it's pure malt.
Oh,
goodness.
Wow.
It's
rich,
almost licoricey caramel. There's like toffee. There's a little bit of chocolate. There's dark fruit, prunes, like raisins. Wow. Like, this has so many amazing aromas. And I love how it's just like completely leaning into this maltiness, and it's just not being shy about it. Like, it's just like
no
as far as you can possibly go. It's extremely rich, inviting. I'm going to go with 2.5 because, and I'll tell you exactly why. Like, it's almost like it's so intense that it's almost like you can taste the sweetness without even tasting it. Just by smelling it. It's very, very rich.
You know what it smells like? Definitely all the things you mentioned. This is very specific. This is probably one of the most niche beer references ever to be spoken on YouTube. Do you know when you have like a milk chocolate And the milk chocolate, it melts a little bit. Maybe you're holding it. And maybe this is fresh in my mind because I have a toddler. But it melts a little bit and it dries again. And that smell of milk chocolate that's melted and dried like on your skin. And you smell it and it has a very particular, like it's chocolate but a little funky. That smell for some reason is in my mind. But yeah, everything you said, it's like smelling I don't even know, like sticking your face into a giant vat of melted bread and caramel, and it's a little overwhelming. I've never been fatigued by an aroma before. So this is a little fatiguing.
Yes, it is.
It's like after a couple of smells, you're like, I don't know if I want to go back in there right away. I need a break.
Yeah, I need a second.
2.5 because what's there is definitely fresh and quality. That's you can pick it up, but it's a little much. All right, buddy. Cheers. Let's see.
Cheers to you, my friend.
Here. We're each gonna gain 3 pounds. This is probably like 7,000 calories.
Probably, but I was also noticing I can't see through it. Like,
no. It's there's nothing
so
to see.
Rich.
There's nothing to see on the other side of this. You're staring through the black beer abyss of just what awaits us after finishing this 8.5%.
We found
30-pound
my friend, the
Doppelbock.
opposite. Yeah, we found the opposite of the beer void. It's this Doppelbock.
It's the beer black hole. It's actually sucking in matter. Yeah. All right. Cheers.
Cheers, my friend.
Yeah. That's what I expected. That's
okay.
That's good. That's
okay.
Oh. That's wow.
Oh, okay. This is surprising to me. So
I like this.
What did we say? 8.4. 8.4. I couldn't remember.
It's the beer black hole. It's sucking away your beer memories.
It sucks everything, like into the thoughts.
Just wait a minute. You're not going to know where you are, who you are. I like this.
It's obviously rich, but it's not as intense as you would expect from how, if we want to use this word, like fatiguing it is on the aroma.
Yeah, not at all.
It's actually very well balanced on the notes of bread, caramel, maltiness. Wow. There's this very nice barley, like roasted barley. Again, no hop presence, very little bitterness. The bitterness that I taste is mostly like from the roasted character of the beer. I think, my friend, I'm going to stick with the 2.5 because very well done, extremely well balanced. But I still think that for me personally, it's a little bit leaning too much towards the sweetness. That's
so interesting because I will have a slightly different opinion than you, and which always makes for a great television. Right? Normally, we're both the same way. We don't appreciate too much sweetness in our beer. I am loving this. I think, to my palate right now, this is the perfect, if you're going to go this high with sweetness, I think this does it perfectly because you get this rush of, like you said, like toffee. I'm still picking up milk chocolate on it. That just might be my mind and how I'm interpreting these flavors. But like I've had some like double chocolate stouts before. One particular from Young's Brewery in the UK that I've had where it's almost like drinking a thick alcoholic chocolate milk. And there's parts of this that remind me of that. It's enough that it's just not overpowering for me personally in this moment right now.
Yeah.
I am loving it. I'll finish this. I don't know if I would choose to drink a whole one of these under regular circumstances, but the couple of sips I've taken, I'm loving. I'm going to go with a 3 on the taste. I love this. This is delicious.
Nice.
All right, buddy. Mouthfeel refresher. Pure bracket tradition.
Yes. Do you want to do some stretches before you pour the rest of the beer?
Oh, Jesus. I could feel it. It's straining my forearm by holding this half full bottle here. Do you remember when we were thinking about doing the Doppelbock fast?
We still should do that, man.
Should we? I mean, it'd be fun. Should we and will we are two different things.
I think we should and we will, my friend. And here's why. I feel like that would be a very interesting experiment to have on the beer bracket shelf. Like, because imagine, like, what are the effects? Like, because those things that happen behind closed doors in the monasteries, like when they get, like, you know, destroyed multiple times over years. We could recreate that, and we can see.
For those of you who don't know, you can go back again. We're referencing the Paulaner Salvatore review, or the monks during Lent, they would do a fast.
Yep.
They brewed this Doppelbock so they could drink it as a meal replacement and get around and fool the gods into not thinking they were eating food when they were drinking this 35-pound beer.
Liquid bread.
This liquid bread, literally.
Liquid bread.
Yeah, and we thought, we should try that. Maybe not a week of drinking Doppelbocks, but maybe a day. See what happens.
We could do a day. See what happens there.
Yeah, we could do a day. All right, what do you think of the mouthfeel?
So considering that there's very little to none bitterness and how sweet and rich it is on the malt presence, I find there to be very little to none sticky oiliness. There is obviously a little bit.
A little bit.
The carbonation is high, balances out, cleanses the palate. 3, my friend, like this. For how rich it smells and it tastes, I think the mouthfeel here is extremely well done.
There's nothing that sort of refreshes your palate, but it does still cleanse your palate a little bit in the sense that, like you said, doesn't leave any oily, sticky residue like sometimes these really heavy, sweet beers will. It's very, very soft, almost creamy. It's really nice. That was one thing that struck me the first time I took a sip. I was like, oh my God, this is almost like a nitrogen beer in the sense that it's very milky and creamy. It's really nice. Yeah, you know what? Hell, why not? I'll match you on the 3. Yeah. I'll definitely match you on that. Man, I'm going high with this one. Jeez, I'm at 2 3s already.
You are.
Yeah. All right, finish. What do you think?
Ooh. Finish, for me, is probably the most interesting part of this beer because considering how malt heavy this beer is, on the finish, actually, is where you detect, or at least I detect, the hop presence of bitterness.
Yeah, there's some bitterness there.
It really shows at the end. It's almost this surprise at the end that kind of changes a little bit the perspective on the beer and shows how you can really tell a story as a brewer if you know what you're doing. So you're starting off with this very rich sweetness.
Nice beer story.
Then something different happens when you take a sip. And then at the end, there's something completely different again. So it's really taking you on this journey. And that's always a sign of greatness to me when you're able to do that and still achieve like a very well-balanced beer. So for that reason, I'm going to go with a 3, my friend. What do you think?
I'm already a little bit buzzed from this beer. I'm not going to lie. This is it's quite the Doppelbock. The finish is really interesting because, like you said, there's a little bit of bitterness, a little bit, tiny bit of harshness, but then waves of chocolate, caramel, toffee, all that sweet goodness, but in such a milky, balanced way that just flows. It doesn't fatigue your palate, makes you want to go back in for another sip.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll 3. Yeah.
3.
Yeah, man, for sure. Okay, so as an overall beer experience from beginning to end for the Hofbräu Delicator, what do you think?
I will say that this beer has taken me quite through a journey. While I am normally not a big fan of sweetness in beer, I will say this beer has changed my mind a little bit. A lot of times when I've experienced beers that are overly sweet, it's because like there was not enough of an element to balance. While this beer is achieving that, and because of that, I'm going to give it a 3, my friend.
Everything considered, I think it's hard for me to give it a 3 as an overall just because that aroma is really kind of harsh. And also I think there's one little thing possibly missing from this. I think and I don't even know what it is, but I feel like there's one intangible, there's sort of like one element that would spark this and give it some kind of like real uniqueness. That I think for this style would bump it up to a 3 overall experience for me. But I'm going to go with a 2.5 because beautifully done beer. Expertly made. It threatens you with an overwhelming sweetness on the aroma, but then it just gently lays you down into a bed of roses, and like you're covered. The Doppelbock just flows over you, and you're just absorbing it all in, and it's just delicious, and it comes in waves, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Calculating our final scores, everybody. We got there in different ways, but we had the exact same final score, 4.66 on 5, which in our rating system classifies it as an out. outstanding beer, which this is. Wow, if there was one word to describe this, it would be outstanding. Our rating system does it again. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Let us know down below if you tried the Hofbräu Delicator. It's anything. It is very delicate. Now I understand where the name comes from. It's a very, like I said, down on a bed of roses. Let us know down below what you think. Is this your favorite Doppelbock? What Doppelbock is your favorite? And click that beer bell. Because what that's going to do is going to let you know when we're hanging out in the pub. YouTube will send you a little notification and say, hey, grab yourself a beer out of the fridge. Grab yourself a Doppelbock and come join Alessandra for a beer.
And no matter what you do, don't forget to close your beer brackets.
Never forget. Never forget. Cheers, everybody.